This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 12 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Nick the Promise Wayne.
The feeling that you get going into a cage, I gotta say that's one of the most scary things that you can experience and one of the most exhilarating.
I've known Nick for these 15 plus years at least. I was actually fighting as a pro and Nick was an up and coming amateur and he trained with me. We were sparring partners for quite a few years. Even as an amateur, he was very skilled in the ring. You know, he could train and spar with the pros all the time. As a matter of fact, he moved up through the ranks really quickly. You know, a very talented guy. I wasn't surprised that he that he kept pursuing a career in fighting.
You know, there is an element of, you know, danger and uncertainty. You know, and it's basically just about having confidence in yourself and, you know, being able to pull through and push through even when it hurts. You know, it's dangerous in there, and but I guess that's what us fighters live for. The things that I do in a day, yeah, it's definitely worth it, even though the hours are long. Typical day for me is I wake up, I come to the weight room, you know, I do some strength and conditioning, and then later at night I'll do more martial arts training. You know, that involves, you know, it could be boxing training, kickboxing training, jiu-jitsu, MMA, of course, and wrestling. On top of like the normal stuff that I do, you know, I do have to do a little bit of media, you know, this and that. I wouldn't say you can entirely rely on the income. You do have to, you know, especially when you're kind of at my level, you need to be doing some other stuff. So on the side, I have some rental properties. Basically, I landlord on the side.
He actually showed us this place, and it's even better. It's super nice. He's a great guy, so I'm glad to come at him.
You know, I have to collect the rent. You know, I do have to do evictions. You know, being an MMA fighter, it's pretty easy to get them out, but. Honestly, like as a landlord, I'm not really that kind of guy either. I'm very nice as a landlord. I think I'm quite surprisingly gentle.
He sent me a few texts now and then about rent, but that's about it. Nothing face to face, so that's good. He's a good guy. He's definitely a softie, but only when he chooses to be.
I sacrifice things, but you know, it's worth it.
Nick Ring.
Being an MMA fighter is really exciting. I don't know that there's going to be any job that I do after my career with this that's really going to compare.
Nick Ring, 12-1 in his MMA career.
I've had with torn calf, you know, I've had 4 knee surgeries, blown ribs, broken nose, broken hand, concussions, of course. You know, that's very common. So, yeah, I've had basically everything. It's about overcoming your obstacles, and you know, that's what being a fighter is all about.
This is not an easy sport for anybody to do, and it does have a shelf life, so I want to see him do as well as he can in the years he's got.
I feel like I'm very, very fortunate to you know, be in my position. I'm happy doing this, so we'll just, you know, when I don't like doing it anymore, then I'll stop. You know, basically that'll be it. But you know, for right now, I love what I do.